Hello there, YouTube. My name is Jacob, and here at the PNCLCG is where you want to be. In today's video, since this is the last time I'm going to get to do any sort of videos here in this specific setup, this specific place, I am going to be doing a fun little video of one of my personal childhood favorite cars that I've been able to get access to in CSR2. So without further ado, I'm just going to take you straight there. So I have two of them, as you can see here, down here, the 2006 GT Heritage Edition, 2005 GT. These are the four GTs. When I was a kid, this had just come out, so that's going to date me quite a bit. And I remember seeing this car, and I was just obsessed with it. I had a little toy model car of this specific spec car that you see here, where you've got the number 6 there, and you've got the Gulf orange and blue set up here. So without further ado, I am going to show off these cars. Now, both of these cars can do, relatively speaking, the same thing as far as these are dyno destroying monsters. If you've never seen these cars in CSR2, when you do see it, be prepared is all I'm going to say. Be prepared, because this car will absolutely demolish stuff. I mean, it is just, this car is sick. Alright, this car will rip you apart. Looks like I have a little bit of a edit with the tune there. Alright, so we'll just fix that. So the tune for this car, you don't need any special tune or anything like that. All you got to do is just put Max Evo on it. Max Evo is, typically speaking, with Stage 5, Stage 6, nitrous all the way over to the left, transmission somewhere, wherever it is, either closer here, closer to there, wherever, and the tires 52/48. Now this is very similar to the 2006 GT, as I will show you really quickly. The setup over here is almost exactly the same. Now, these two cars do not have quite the same amount of Stage 6 parts and this and that. So as you'll see, this one's a bit more in front of the regular just setup for the transmission. But again, 52 out of 48 and nitrous all the way over to the left. And the transmission is wherever it is for Max Evo. I had a bit of a mistake that was rather costly with this car. I did not realize that I had not driven it yet. I'm not sure why I did not remember that I hadn't driven it yet, but I went into live racing and I took this car. I did not beat Dyno. In fact, I did not even win the race. And my opponent ran an 11.38, or no, 12.38, and I ran a 12.47, and yet it managed to bump my car. So please understand that when I have the video that I made about dropping a car in live racing being the most important part of live racing in CSR2, it really is. If you go in with a brand new car that you've never used before into live racing and you just start torching everybody, you will bump your car and you will no longer be able to win in live racing. So please just do keep that in mind. The first several races that you should do with every single car, you should purposely lose and make sure that the car is in a slower lobby so that you don't have to beat Dyno and you can still beat everyone. Because when you do beat Dyno, or even when you don't beat Dyno, in my case, I didn't even beat Dyno, and the other person ran perfectly fine. They didn't leave the lobby. They're still in there. But me, nah. My car gets destroyed. So, do keep that in mind. But anyway, I'm going to first show off the 2005 GT. It's at an 11.438 dyno. I have dropped this car, so this car is not going to be in a lobby where I'm racing against 11.4s. If you've seen any of my previous videos with my favorite car at the moment in CSR2, the Enzo Ferrari, you'll see very quickly that this lobby is pretty much the similar lobby. There are cars that I've raced with my Enzo that are in here. And that's simply because this car is dropped in live racing. So it's got an 11.4 dyno, but if we can get somebody to race us, jeez. They will not run that. This is a dyno beating car, so let's race them. I'm going to turn the volume up here so hopefully I don't blast out your speakers in your ears. Oh my gosh. They crazy? Well, if we lose 200k, we lose 200k. So leave a like on this video if I lose 200k or not. Yeah. I knew I wasn't going to lose that race. Don't even get me started. Say hello to my beautiful friend, the 2005 GT. So I just ran against somebody that was definitely beating their dyno, running as hard as they absolutely possibly could. And they ran an 11.6. I ran an 11.5, and again, remember, my dyno is an 11.4. And I just won an easy 200k bet, and now I'm going to race and absolutely torch, because that run, I guarantee you, was way higher than what pretty much everybody else in this lobby is running. So if I don't lose really bad this next race, and even so, I'm probably still going to get bumped just for that one race where I didn't beat dyno. So just do be aware that this is how CSR2 works. You really cannot afford to be going in and running as absolutely hard as you can, or you won't be staying in that lobby. Here, let's race this most ridiculous car to live race against. You'd have to have lost your mind to go in and try to bet against this car, but I have, so why not? I'm going to show that this car is no joke. I'm going to go up against one of the most insanely difficult cars to beat in live racing, and if I wanted to, I could have continued. I 100% was going to pass them, but I don't need to. I'll let them take the money. Again, look at that. 11.334, and this car is running 11.0. Could I have beaten them? Absolutely yes, but as it stood, I already beat dyno by a little bit, and this lobby, almost nobody is running that fast. So, just be aware, when you see a Koenigsegg, expect to lose. Expect to lose your money, expect to lose everything. But yeah, so most of the cars in this lobby are not running quite as fast as what I've been showing here. I'm going to try to get this person to race me. No, they're not going to. I need to stay in this lobby and race somebody, because if I jump out, I already know that my car is going to be bumped. If I don't race somebody that's a bit more reasonable. This is a dyno beating car. I see it everywhere, and all of the newer players are using it and destroying it. So if you have this car, please don't destroy it. I keep seeing so many people that get these things bumped into a lobby where they can't win anymore. Don't do it. Drive your car slower than it's supposed to be, or this will happen to you. I mean, look at this. This is absolute insanity. Alright, well, they passed me at the end. I slowed down too much. Oh well. But you saw all too well how easily I was about to win that race. So look at that, 11.704, and again, my dyno is 11.4. So could have I beaten that car? Absolutely. But I wanted to have, I was trying to slow down, and I slowed down a little bit too much. But yeah. This is a dyno monster right here. And it's a good thing that I've been losing, because otherwise my car is 100% going to be bumped. Let's see if we can't race this Mercedes here. Or not. Let's race another ridiculous car that you don't want to see in live racing, the back mono. Oh, they're afraid of my car because they know that they know that this car is good. So, okay. Oh well, this car is probably going to be bumped. If I go back in to live racing, I do not expect to see the same cars in live racing. Yep, look at that. Just like I said. See? And this is what I'm trying to explain to people. Do not try to go in and win every race that you possibly can. Bet 200K to everybody, or you'll be in a lobby that is faster. Let's race this car right here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But anyway, mostly this video is about showing off the 2005 and 2006 Ford GTs because they were childhood favorite cars of mine, and this game turned them into absolute dino killing beasts. I mean, look at that. That's just gross. How badly I was beating that car. Yeah, no. I lost on purpose because I wanted to see what they're running. Yeah, look at that. 11.595. And the previous cars were running 11.7. So yeah, again, don't do this. You will destroy your car. You will be racing against people that are faster almost immediately. You will not be in the same lobby. I keep trying to say this, and I keep getting people in the comments that aren't willing to listen or aren't understanding. Alright, we got back into the lobby from losing enough. That's good, but still, very easily, that could have been sayonara, never winning with this car again. So, don't do it. Because it takes an absolute nightmarish amount of races once you've bumped a car to drop it back down to where it's supposed to be. It's way better if you just drop the car from the get-go. Now we're going to take a look at the 2006 Heritage Edition. You had to pay for this car. You had to actually buy it. And when it came up and I saw the livery it was in, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is my childhood car. I was like, yeah, I gotta have this. So, here we are. Again, I raced this car not realizing that I hadn't dropped it yet, and I bumped the car immediately. I then had to drop it by racing a crap load amount of races. And now I'm at the spot where I'm at now, where if I hadn't raced as hard as I did with the amount of races I've been losing recently, right now I would probably be able to run my dynos at 12.1. I'd probably be able to run at 12.7 and beat this person. But there we go. Look again at the mess. Look at this car. Just running them over. And again, I'm letting them win because I just want to show what their actual run time is. 12.289. Yeah. Ouch. That's way too close to what my dyno is. I did not want to be beating that car. That person was running way higher than what everybody else is probably running in this lobby. So yeah, and if I had beaten that car, good luck. Ooh, we got a bot. Great. So something I am going to show really quickly is that when you have a car that's like this that got pushed into a lobby that you don't want it to be in, bots are your best friend. I very well may be able to drop the car just from this race right here. I've lost so many races. Hopefully, my misfortune of destroying my childhood car will make it such that you don't have to do this. Where you just start racing like this, and it's monotonous, and it's annoying, and it's not fun. But yeah, you see that bot there was running a 13.3. Usually speaking, bots are running about 0.5-ish, 0.7-ish off of what the lobby run time actually is. So that car that I raced against ran a 11.2 was running really, really extremely hard. I'm not even going to use the extra shifting and the this and the that, and I'm just going to show, okay, this car can actually beat these people, alright? There you go, for those of you that are doubting. But look at this. This is not fun. This is not what I want. I do not want to be that close to my dyno. But I'm still running 12 point, I can win this race with a 12.4 because I have dropped the car once, but I want to drop the car a second time. But it took so many races where I was against what I did against that bot, where I was just losing and losing and losing and losing and losing. So please learn from my misfortune of accidentally destroying my childhood car. Don't race like I did, where you run as hard as you possibly can on your first run. Because even if you run a little bit under dyno, you're going to be dealing with this mess. Where you have to race like this a million times and go down in the first and let it sit there for 2 hours. It's not fun. I mean, look at that. 12.380. That's too close to my dyno for my liking. For sure. But anyway, I've shown that this car is more than capable at being able to beat its dyno. The one race I beat dyno by about 0.2. I had downshifted multiple times. So, or like 0.02 tenths anyway, I should say. But yeah, you don't want to have to do this every freaking race where you have to drive slow like this. So just do it from the beginning is what I'm trying to say. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but I'm really just trying to help those out there. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not getting paid to do this in any way, shape, or form at the moment of recording this video. I'm just doing this because I have fun with these games, and I want to be able to help those of you that are playing them out there. That's what this is for. If you enjoy the content, if you find it interesting, if you find this stuff helpful where I'm basically showing these various different cars and what you should and should not do with them, if you do like the video, if you do subscribe, if you do all of that support sort of stuff, you leave me kind comments, know that they're greatly appreciated, but that's really not what my main goal is. My main goal is just to be able to have a good time and hopefully bring you content that is worth your time. We're gonna race this person, and we're gonna lose badly since this is the last tip of gas that I have for this car, and I really would like this car to be in a 12.7 lobby running, a 12.1 dyno, which this car, by the way, does not run a 12.1, okay? You see how much downshifting I'm doing, and I'm still running a 12.4. Alright, this car is just ridiculous, okay? This car will absolutely obliterate dyno, is my point. So if you see it, beware of it. If you have it, if you own it, either version I've shown, either version is great. And while I'm at it, this version almost has every single stage 6 bar. I'm only missing, what, 1, 2 stage 6s? I have almost every fusion in this thing. Every green and blue almost, anyway. So here, I'm going to do one little run, 11.438, just for those of you that want to see how good this car actually is. Here you go. Get to about 3,500, or I messed up for the start. And you could have used nitrous a lot sooner than what I did. But anyway, look what I just ran. 11.099 on 11.438. And that wasn't even a perfect run, not even remotely close, okay? I hope that shows that this car is a beast. But when you take a car and you drop it, you don't gotta drive like that every single race and risk bumping your car. You saw how many times I ran at 11.4 11.5, 11.6 with this car, and I still was beating people, and I wasn't beating my dyno. Okay? I hope that you're understanding. I'm not doing this just to hear myself talk. I am trying to be helpful and trying to have you not do what I've done to so many of my cars. And then also, hopefully, you got a kick out of seeing what the Ford 2005 and 2006 GTs are like in live racing, and they destroy dyno. I'm not going to destroy dyno with this car because I've already messed this car up enough, and this is my childhood car. So I messed up this one over here because this one doesn't quite mean the same to me, and it's not a Purple Star version. But this one will beat dyno, alright? If you want to go and look up online the like max run times or whatever, it's stupid. Alright, this car will beat dyno even on like max Evo, max stage 6, max fusions. And again, as I showed, this car is a natural dyno beating car. I didn't add any special freaky tune. I didn't do any of that stuff to this car to beat dyno. All I did was just do a couple early shifts and nitrous, and I was already running point 0.4 or point 0.3 over my dyno. So I hope that you've found this video entertaining. This is, again, the last video that I'm going to do in here, so I just felt it would be a fun little thing to take a car that means a lot to me and show that it can absolutely obliterate people in live racing, and then just showing the power of dropping a car, even though these cars both crush their dyno, because I ran enough races, lost enough races, dropped the cars. I don't have to run like that. I can keep the cars relatively in the same lobby without, too much of a headache. And I can just keep winning and winning and winning and winning. You saw me race against that one car that bet me 200K. I didn't even beat my dyno, and I beat that car handedly without an issue. So, I hope that you find this helpful. I hope you find this useful. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, all that lovely stuff if you found this video or information helpful or useful. Again, I'm not doing this to make money. I'm just doing this to have fun. I'm just doing this to hopefully help some people out. If it ends up doing that in the future sometime beyond when I record this video, great. If it doesn't, I don't care. This is just personal entertainment for me, and I'm just trying to be helpful. So I hope that comes across. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say with this video. That's going to do it for this one, though. The next time that I record a video, I'll be in a completely different place as far as scenery is concerned and where I'm sitting and everything like that. Hopefully it should be a bit nicer than here, easier to see, easier to hear. Hopefully the Wi-Fi issues will be so gone that I'll be able to start doing live streams and racing you all or playing against you all for Pokemon or anything like that, or opening packs live. I'm excited to do all that sort of stuff. So if that's something you want to see in the future, please leave it down in the comment section below. Again, I'm just trying to do this to have fun and to bless those that watch my videos. But that's going to do it again. So my name is Jacob here at the PNCFC is where you want to be. Next video will be in a completely new place. So you all have a great and blessed day.